Yeah, so the dashboard is kind of a snapshot of KPIs for your entire fleet. It kind of tells you how many vehicles you have. Like you can kind of filter these out here. How many PMs you have overdue, how many are coming due, how many work orders are overdue, tires with low tread. It kind of gives you a snapshot of all these different types of things, how many active parts or inactive parts you have, your total parts received during a date range. It also can give you a breakdown of your vehicle costs. So the blue here is what your total costs are, and then each one of these line items here represents a certain item. Like this particular one is your vehicle expenses. This one here is your total parts cost. So you can kind of get an idea of monthly how much you're spending. It'll also tell you what your most expensive vehicles are for the last 12 months. It'll give you a breakdown of those. Vehicle utilization, this one takes a little bit of time to bring up, but what this will do is it'll show you how many miles that you've driven over time. My data is not the best here, but this will tell you how many miles that you've driven in the last 12 months on your entire fleet. You can also do an inventory analysis. This will tell you how many parts you checked in. This one is how many you checked in. Here's how many parts you've checked out. So you can kind of see different items and transfers and adjustments. It'll also tell your most expensive receipts for your parts and also your most used parts. And then we also have an inventory valuation. This one's based on category. So if you categorize your parts, so when you're entering your parts, if you can categorize them under like brakes or tires, you can get an idea of how much inventory you have in brakes, how much you have in engines, and so forth. And then we also have lastly a service analysis. This is kind of like it'll tell you service codes, how many PMs are due, how many are overdue. Again, I'm not keeping up on my PMs, excuse me, but so I've got quite a bit overdue. Here's the most service hours that you spent in the last 12 months, what you did the most, and then your overall expenses, which is basically the same thing here except in a dollar value.